Hi everyone, welcome to our biology class again. Today we are going to study about the transportation in plants. Till the last class we were discussing about the transportation of materials or nutrients through our body, human body. And today we are going to study about how the materials are transported through the plant body. Is there any such circulatory system, or how the cells are getting the nutrients to the plant cells, and how their waste materials are eliminated? Such all the things that we will study in today's class. So once again I welcome all to our class, and if anybody is not subscribed our channel, please do it and share your comments also after watching the video. Okay, so we can enter to the part today, or to the topic today, that is the transportation in plants. Okay, so from the lower class itself we have studied there are a special type, or there is a special type of cell in plant. They are called what? Vascular tissue. Or vascular cells or vascular tissues. It's a special type of tissue that is present where in the plant body. Okay, vascular tissue contain two types of cells, or two types of cells or tissues. Which are they? One is xylem cells or xylem tissue, and the other one is phloem. Xylem and phloem. So these two are the vascular tissue, xylem and phloem. So these two together perform the transportation function where in the plant body. Which are they? Xylem and phloem. What is the function of xylem tissue? Xylem tissues help to carry water and minerals from where? From the root to where? To the kitchen of the plant. That is what? That is the leaves. Clear? So it helps to carry water and mineral from the root to the leaves, xylem tissue. Then what is the function of phloem tissue? That helps to supply or to distribute what? The food prepared in the leaves to all parts of the plant. One is helping to transport the materials needed for food preparation. That is xylem tissue. It helps to carry water and minerals from the root to where? To the leaves. Clear? Phloem, it helps to distribute or supply the prepared food materials to all parts of the plant. So these are the differences in the function of these two tissues. Then in the case of xylem tissue, xylem tissue perform these function mainly with the help of two types of cells present in the xylem tissue. We know tissues contain many cells. Xylem tissue contains mainly two types of dead cells. They are called vessels, and another one tracheids. Vessels and tracheids. These are the two types of cells, or especially dead cells. They will not grow. So dead cells present in the xylem tissue. Then vessels are larger in size than the tracheids. Then both are pipe-like cells. The vessels are one arranged on the top of the other. Vessels are now fixed in the plant like one arranged on the top of the other. In that way it is fixed. And also when two cells join, there the cell wall is disintegrated, or the cell wall is not present there. So pipe like cells. So this like cell, one arranged on the top of the other. So there will be a joining place. In that joining place the cell wall is not there, or no cell wall is there. The cell wall is disintegrated, or cell wall is damaged. That's why they are just like a long pipe from where? From the root to where? to the leaf, such a long pipe, because in the joining place there is no cell wall. Okay, so it is just like a long pipe. So the water and minerals can easily pass through this pipe very easily. Why? Because they are in the form of a pipe. Clear? So through these vessels and tracheids, the xylem tissue, xylem tissue help to carry water and minerals from where? From the root to the leaf. Clear to you? So vascular tissue, two type, xylem and phloem. Xylem function I told you, phloem function is also explained. Then xylem perform these functions through two types of cells. They are vessels and tracheids. Then these two I told you, they are pipe like cells. Vessels are somehow larger and tracheids are bit smaller, and when they are arranged one on the top of the other, it will be in the form of a pipe. Through this pipe the materials are carried to where? To the leaves. Just look these points. Now you can see an image in the screen itself. There one child is asking a doubt. How the water from the root is able to reach the top of such a plant? We have studied just now what the xylem vessels are arranged one on the top of the other, and they form a long pipe. From where? From the root to the leaf. So through such a long pipe, how the water is able to move? Don't you have such a doubt? Yes, you also may have such doubt. So the answer is going to be studied now. What is the answer? So there are many actions. All these actions together, or by the combined action of many processes, the water is able to reach where? To the leaves. The first process, that is one is transpiration. Transpiration, that is the first action that helps to reach the water molecules to the leaves. Transpiration means it is the loss of water from the leaves in the form of water vapor. You can say so. Loss of water from the leaves in the form of water vapor. It is called transpiration. Or the water is escaped from the leaves during evaporation. That is also called transpiration. Easiest sentence you can study: loss of water from the leaves in the form of water vapor. That is called transpiration. So that means we have studied plants are having stomata, a small holes on the leaves. Through the stomata, water may be losing continuously in the form of water vapor. That we can see if we are just a potted plant, a small plant, a branch you select and cover that branch with a plastic polythene cover and tie at the base. Then no air should enter into the cover. Then keep that pot in a sunshine, correct, complete sunshine place. Then after 1 or 2 hours, if you are looking, that cover contain many amount of water. Then water vapor also can be seen, water also can be seen. From where that water came? That water is escaped from the leaves in the form of water vapor. Such an image is there in your textbook. Then you look and do, then you can see. So through transpiration, when water loss from the cells of the leaves, what will happen? Quantity of the water will be reduced there. Clear? Because that water will lose through the stomata from the plant's or leaf cell. So that particular cell that lost the water, there the pressure will be less. Pressure will be less. So, but the adjacent cell, there will be more water. So there pressure will be more. So what will happen? Water molecules will travel from the more concentrated area to less concentrated area. Osmosis you have studied from second chapter. So suppose we can give number to the cells. First cell, second cell, third cell, simply for understanding. So from first cell, water is lost through evaporation. So what will happen? From second cell, water enter into first cell. So first cell is okay. But now water quantity is less where? In the second cell. So to the second cell, water come from where? From the third cell. So now third cell water is less because it gave the water to whom? To the second cell. Then from fourth cell, water will give to, or water will come to third cell. So fourth cell now less. Like that, from lower part to higher part, water will be transported. First one cell lost the water, then nearest cell give the water. Now this cell is empty, so the next cell give to this cell. So now there is shortage, so from the next cell it will give. Like that it will reach where? Till the root. So through that process what will happen? The water molecule will move to upside. First process is that. Second process, cohesion. Cohesion is a force. That means water molecules cannot stand separately because water molecules are connected together. One is attracted to the other. Such an attraction is there in between the water molecules by using a pressure. So by using, when one molecule come up, it is connected with the other molecules. So by connected way they will move together. So such a force that the water molecules are connected each other is called cohesion. Okay, water molecules are attracted with the other one, then that force is called cohesion. So by using this force, water molecules also can come up. When one molecule lows, it will be connected with the other, so it will pull the other to this side automatically. So transpiration is there, and also along with the transpiration, what is also there? An attractive force between each other, that is called cohesion. One more force is there, that is adhesion. Adhesion means what? Adhesion means when water molecules pass through a vessel or a pipe, that is attracted to the surface of that pipe also, or surface of that vessel also. When water molecules pass through the vessels of the xylem tube or xylem tissue, that is connected or attracted with the sides of the vessels. So that attractive force means attractive force, the water molecules are attracted with the surface of the vessel or pipe, that is called adhesion. So when water molecules come up, it will not come down. Why? Because it is attracted to the surface of the pipe. So that's why it slowly come up. Okay, so three are there. One more point is there, that is root pressure. Root pressure. Root pressure means the pressure exerted by the root when it is filled, when it is absorbed, or when it absorbs water. When it absorbs water and minerals, a pressure is exerted where? On the surface or on the tissues of the root. That is what is called root pressure. So this root pressure also help to push the materials or water molecules up. Okay, so there will be a pressure from the root, it is called root pressure, and the materials are attracted to the surface of the vessels, that is called adhesion. Then the molecules are attracted together or they are combined together, they are called cohesion. And also then when the water is lost through evaporation, that is called transpiration. When water lost through transpiration, what will happen? From the first cell water is lost, so from the second cell through osmosis water come to the first cell. Then from the third cell water through osmosis come to second cell. From fourth cell, water through osmosis come to third cell. From fifth cell, water through osmosis come to fourth cell. Like that, it will come to the downmost part. So from one cell to the next, from that cell to the next, like that water will come up. So slowly it will be transported to the leaves. Okay, so these are the 4 processes that is used for what? For the transport of water and minerals from root to where? To the leaves. Okay, now we can study the transportation through phloem. In the case of phloem, there will be a main tube called sieve tube. Sieve tube, and also along with this companion cells. These 2 are the major part that is related to the supply of what? Food materials to all parts of the plant. So normally it is transported through sieve tube. It is also same like the vessels. I told you, one is arranged on the top of the other, and it is just like what? The long pipe. But here in the case of sieve tube, there will be what? A cell wall. In the case of vessels of the xylem tissue, the cell wall was disintegrated, but here the cell wall is not disintegrated, and that's why what will happen when the cells arranged on the top of the other, the cell wall will be there in between, but that cell wall is having small pores or holes. Through that holes, the cytoplasm of the sieve tube will be combining. There will be cytoplasm. Cytoplasm will be there in the sieve tube. When 2 sieve tubes, just look, when one arranged on the top of the other, when 2 sieve tubes come together, what will happen? There will be the cell wall. So that cell wall is having small holes. Through that holes, what will happen? The cytoplasm combine. So when the cytoplasm combine, through that the food materials also can be transported to all parts of the plant. So that is the method used were in the case of phloem tissue. So transportation is there with the help of xylem tissue and phloem tissue. In the case of phloem tissue, it is through sieve tube. Sieve tube is having cell wall, and when they combine together, through the holes of the cell wall, the cytoplasm join, and through that the food materials also can be passed to all parts of the plant. Okay. So with this chapter is completed. It is a bit difficult chapter, but it is very easy and clear to us because it is explained in such a way. So study very well, and this video you have to repeat many times, otherwise you cannot understand it. Simply don't ask what is this. So try to understand by repeatedly watching, then only it will be clear to you. The next chapters are the continuation of this chapter. So it should be clear to you. So watch repeatedly and try to understand each and every points, then we can see in the next class. Okay. Yes.